Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Lions going up against the Saints. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Get ready. Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He'll take it at the 42. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers could get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make the play on first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So 2nd and 10 here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Two jet!
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bridgewater now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Here we go.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go. 1, 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Come on,
They give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, we've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Set. Hey.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
That's trash. That's trash.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, 9 yards to go. And they'll go on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be 1st down Lions. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be 1st down, Detroit.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Gun now on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease points, or you mean that? It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So now it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Let's go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and let their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 38.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single. Flex round. Here we go. Red 38. Ohio, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back now here live in New Orleans. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that will line up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. On second down, Bridgewater again. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. To throw, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a cut to the left sideline. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, week one behind us now. Always tough to start the season on the losing side.
It is, but you know, the teams that know how to recover, that understand it's just week one, are the teams that will sustain and end up having a good season.
So for New Orleans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.